Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. My name is Humna and I share content connected to art, healing and spirituality on my channel. And I'm so glad you're here today because I am going to share something really valuable, and it's something that has been going on around in my clients' lives and also in my own personal journey, where I have always given out my energy to people who have not reciprocated it back. And so I got this t-shirt for myself: I don't have the energy to pretend to like you today. And this is something that I feel like it's literally something that you have to live it, right? So you have to consciously choose to protect your energy from people and places that drain you, that make you tired, or that make you question your worth. It's so important to hold on to your energy. And when I say the word energy, what I'm really referring to is your intentions, your emotions, and your ruh in Arabic, Urdu, in Persian probably. And your ruh is who you truly are, right? Your ruh is his ruh. He has poured in this beautiful light inside you, which is the energy, right? Inside you. Now, if you are going to give it to everybody and not get anything back, then you need to have two things in place. One, if you're not getting back from the people, you need to have a very deep connection with the Creator to allow yourself to absorb and receive his energy so you don't get drained, right? For this, you'll have to have your spiritual practices, whatever they may be. Through creativity, you can do, through grounding yourself in nature, through whatever it is that, prayers and reading Qur'an, or whatever it is, becoming mindful of your Creator. So automatically, even though you're giving it to people, you're still like recharging yourself from the Creator. The other way of doing it is that you engage less with people and places that don't reciprocate that energy. If there are places and people which make you feel unworthy and question your ability to be you cannot shine with them. You literally walk on eggshells and you feel like, if I'd say this, they'll get upset or that will happen. In those moments, I want you to really understand it's actually them helping you to disconnect from them. The reason they are not reciprocating the energy is because they have nothing to give you back, right? Ruh and energy come from the Creator. If somebody is not giving you loving energy, it's not because they are not choosing to give you loving energy. It's because the Creator has chosen their vessel to not give you that energy. Because when you look at them as being in charge, then you are actually attached and distracted by them, right? And you keep thinking they are doing something good, they are doing something bad. You depend on them. The Creator doesn't want you to do that. He wants you to see them as a vessel He has chosen to give you whatever it is that you needed for whatever amount of time through them. But you have to understand that the moment the Creator says, okay, these people, I need to now choose another vessel for your growth, He will automatically shift you to other people. But these people have to go. And these could be really close relationship. This could be a marriage. This could be a job you've been doing to it 25, 30 years. And suddenly you feel like so disconnected. You're like, I'm done with this. I cannot do this anymore. What that means is that your soul came here to experience life, and now whatever was meant to learn from this avenue is done, and now you're being turned to another space, right? But for you to be fully in this new space, you have to take care of the old one, detach and disconnect. You have to understand that you have to be grateful for this person, this vessel, to share whatever they shared with you, and with gratitude, let them be out of your life by not engaging as much with them. That will help you release and channel that energy that you were giving them to into your own body. And this is so important, right? Because when you come back in your body, when everything, you pull back your energy from different places, you say, I'm not going to act to like you. I'm not going to act like I like this job, or I'm not going to like that I like this relationship. I'm not going to pretend and lie, because you're going to be giving this person energy and you don't like that person. Who are you literally cheating? Yourself. You're lying to yourself. You are giving away something that is so valuable to somebody who doesn't see the value in that, right? Sorry. You are constantly trying to make them love you when they are actually not chosen to love you by God. Right? So when you recognize that love comes from the Creator, abundance comes from the Creator, appreciation comes from the Creator, He is choosing somebody else to give you exactly what you need, but you are still wanting it from this person. He wants to open you, expand you, give you more, but you still want it from that one person. So what God does is starts creating experiences where this person makes you realize that they have nothing to give you, and you become very unseen by them. You become unheard by them. You'll be like, I don't understand why this person's not understanding what I'm saying. Is because they're not meant to. They're not meant to absorb you. Your energy has become too sacred to be going down to their level, so you actually disconnect. You start seeing, I was like, what is happening? Why is this relationship that has been there for so many years, which was so amazing, is dying? It's because your energy is valuable, and your energy comes from the Creator. Your soul works on the command of the Creator. You don't command your soul. You can only choose to work with your brain, but your soul is under the control of the Creator. That's why we say you don't choose who you love. Yes, you can choose who you marry, but you don't choose who you love. For that, who you love is the soul love. You know, there's physical love. Yes, you can love somebody like they're great, but there's always be a business transaction, something between them. I love them. I love HUMNA because she teaches me art. There's something because, right? But that pure love that you feel, you'll fall in love with somebody and you'd be like, oh my God, I never thought this was the kind of person. This is not even my person. Physically, I'd never be attracted to this person, but I am, right? It's because your energy, because it was the command of your Creator to fall in love with somebody's soul, and that's why you feel that deep connection with these people, because it's a gift of you being able to remember the Creator through their love in your soul. And that is the most beautiful love that there can be. But not going into that today. What I'm trying to get to is that the energy that you have, the soul that you have to bring it back in. And how do you do that? When you sit with yourself, when you sit in silence, when you have your back straight up, when you say, you literally imagine that energy, threads that you have with other people, you're pulling that energy back in. You're literally commanding your imagination to think that these are these threads that actually are around you, and you cut them. First you bring it all in. When you bring it all in and you say Alhamdulillah, and you kind of connect to your soul and say, I am back home in my body, it is in that moment then you turn around and you slash them. Like you literally imagine either a big scissors or a sword. I love a sword. I don't know, I could have been like a samurai in the past life. I don't know what it is, but I always have this thing. I also like the idea of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam when he had to go to slit all the the idols. It is that, literally that, because we've been giving our energy, and what that means is we've been giving our focus, our ruh, into those people who do not value the ruh. And so the ruh, by the command of Allah, realizes that this is not the place I'm meant to be going more ahead with. So what it does is the experiences will disconnect you from that person. You will not engage with, you will not feel like even talking or being in the same space when your energy is not vibing with them, and you like pull back and you're like, wow, I feel so lonely, I feel so alone, because they have been accumulating so much of your space. They had come into your house and you didn't even realize, and now that you're saying I'm going to push you out, what does happen is that you feel the void. You're like, oh my god, I'm so lonely, I don't know what to do, there's so much silence, where do I go? And then you start looking for things. All you have to do is, in that moment, just be still. Hardest thing to do, to be still. But your feminine energy then awakens, and that's when you shift the game. You don't need nobody, for you are all that you need to be. That's it. When you come to a space where you are still, when you are okay in silence, when you don't need to move, that is when your soul starts speaking. That is when creativity happens. That is when your womb heals. That is when your body heals. Your soul has the medicine for your body. The more you come in contact with your soul, the more you will realize how eternal, how incredibly eternal you are, and eternally connected to the higher realms. You're not just this body. You are not what you see. You are not your knowledge. You are not your children. You're not the role that you play. You are not the money. You are not the car you drive. You are not all of that. You have the soul inside you. That's His. You are His love. You are His light. The way you enlighten yourself is when you recognize that your soul that is within you and the body that the soul carries merge and become one in submission and surrender to the Creator. You remember that every single cell in your body is in zikr, is in remembrance, is worshipping its Creator. Every single molecule of your soul is in zikr. And that remembrance just aligns you into enlightenment. So many times you hear all these words, people saying meditate and enlightenment and alignment. What it really means is the Sirat al-Mustaqim. Your focus is Him. Your attention needs to be straight up to Him. When your attention is straight up, when all of your energy is taken away from the people around you and it's really focused upwards, what really happens is magic. Magic. You become one with your body and you become one with your soul. You start respecting your emotions and you start speaking your truth, because you recognize you couldn't feel if it wasn't His will. And that feeling becomes an ayat. You start connecting to the ayat, to the sign, to the remembrance of your Allah. I am feeling a certain way. I don't like to be with this person. It's not because I don't like to be, that's the ego. I don't want to be with this person because it's the choice, the command of my Creator, that I am feeling a certain way. I need to understand why the Creator is making me not be in this person's company. What is it about them and me that my soul is repelling each other? That is when you will find the answers, that you no more are going to be having that person in your life because it was the will of Allah to remind you to have a new journey, a different journey, and they have nothing to give you. When somebody has nothing to give you, they're going to shut the door on your face. They're going to ignore you. They're going to run away from you. They're going to hide from you. They couldn't do all of that if it wasn't the will of Allah. And if that is the will of Allah, then it is for your soul. So be it, right? So bring your energy back into your body by telling yourself that I am not a slave of this world. I am the slave of the one who created me. Literally imagine these thin threads, whatever color you want them to be, and then slash them with anything sharp and see how you come back home in your being. See how it magically, and when you do this over and over and over a period of time, you feel the shift. You feel alive. You feel free. You feel fearless. You're not worried about what people will say. You are actually, you become divine. You become real. You don't say things so that people like you. You say things because that's what flows through you. It's not about people liking you, because you've kind of left that job of making people happy. Now the only thing that really excites you is the pleasure of the creator. So if you're feeling a certain way, that I like this person or don't like this person, you become really honest and you'll go and let them know. Or you're not happy with a certain job, you go and say, I can't do this anymore. You might not know the future, and that's cool. You might not have all the answers, and that's fun, because the answers will come when you trust the soul. The body, meaning your actions, your masculine energy, has to trust your soul before it sees it. When you trust your soul without any outside validation, your soul rises. It starts dancing. It says, oh my God, my masculine is home. It trusts me, and it loves me, it values me, it sees me, it hears me. And the feminine then dances in her light because she feels safe. Because the intuition, so the feminine is your intuition, the intuitive creativity that flows out of you is magical. Now this is something that I teach people, how to connect to their masculine and feminine, and that's what my whole journey has been, to bring my soul back into my being, to travel towards the light of the creator in our heart, to heal our heart, to hold ourselves, to guide us back to Sirat al-Mustaqim. If that's something that you want to journey through, you can write Art as Ibadat under this video, and I'll share the link with you, and also a link to join my Friday sessions, 11 a.m. UK time, women's only. But if you'd like, as a man, if you want to join these sessions, if my energy resonates with you, then you can go onto my Patreon, where all the sessions are available, and you can become your own healer by listening to them. You don't have to do art, you just have to listen to them and see how it brings out your feminine, or reactivates your masculine, and aligns the two, so that you are also on the path of alignment with your creator, Sirat al-Mustaqim. Now there's something that I offer is one-to-one sessions, where I literally take you in your being through a journey of connecting you to your childhood, recognizing you have father or mother wounds, how you can do inner child healing, how can you learn to sit still, teach you how to meditate, connect to your creativity, guide you step by step, give you names of Allah to inspire you, and all that sort of stuff. So if that's something that you want to do, you can send me a message and I'll do that too. So whatever it is that you're doing today, if this video kind of landed in front of you, then you are being asked to remove yourself, or to let go of those people that you feel were going to give you something, because your soul is now expanding to the next level. And you have to believe in your soul. The more you believe in your soul, the more you will believe in the unseen, the more you will trust your Allah, the more deeper your connection with Allah will be, and He will make everything happen for you. You change the inside, He will change the outside. That is His promise. Remember me and I will remember you. That is what Allah says. Remember Allah, that nothing could happen without His will. The good, the bad, all are coming from Him. The more you say this, the more you feel closer to Him, the more you will rise, the more you will shine, the more you will be authentic, the more you will recognize how much He loves you beyond all your faults, all your sins. So take good care of yourself, and I'll speak to you in my next video. But please stop giving your energy to people who don't value it, because it's time. Not just people, places also. So it's time. Allah wants you to rise, to reconnect, and to really remember Him through all that there is. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. Allah Hafiz.